What is your opinion on the groups of Muslims who protest against the closing of mosques due to coronavirus, on the basis that that would imply fearing other than Allah? The question posed is that what is my view regarding those Muslims who are protesting against the closure of the mosques in different parts of the world, and they're saying that you are fearing others more than Allah. As far as I am concerned, I am against those people who go to extreme. La taglu fi dinukum. Do not commit excesses in your deen. As far as the guidance given by the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the Prophet clearly said in Sahih Bukhari, in various hadiths which I discussed in my previous sessions, that when you know of an epidemic, of a plague in a particular land, don't go to that land. And if you're in that land, don't leave that land. Various hadith. The Prophet said, if you see a leper, run away from him as you have seen a lion. So all these hadith say that we should stay away from contagious diseases. But the Prophet said, tie your camel and trust in God. Now what we have situation, as for the group of people who are against the closure of mosques, we'll discuss that later on. What if you see the different scenario world over of Muslim countries? The first Muslim country, I won't take its name, the first Muslim country that openly announced that they're going to shut the mosques because of coronavirus. In that country, there was not a single death due to coronavirus. There were few, hardly about 40, 50 positive cases of coronavirus, COVID-19. As a precaution, they closed the mosque in complete country. Many Muslim scholars objected, and within a few days, many Muslim countries all over the world followed it. I am not against closing the mosque to protect yourself from COVID-19 if it's a requirement. But don't go overboard. To give a statement that you should fear Allah and no one else is not correct, because the Prophet was the person who feared Allah much more than us. He said, run away from a leper as though you have seen a lion. He said, when you know of a plague, don't enter that city. If you're in that land, don't leave that land. These are precautions. We trust in God, but we have to tie a camel. But what we see, that some of the Muslim countries were over precautious. They're not tying the camel, they are strangulating the camel. In some countries, when there is not even a single case of coronavirus, COVID-19, they shut the mosque. This is nonsense. If there is a case where the cases are many and many people are infected, there are people who have died, and then you close the mosque after taking guidance from the medical experts and Islamic scholars. Only hearing the medical experts who don't know about the deen, who don't know about the religion, that how important it is to pray in the mosque, you cannot take the advice. Quran says, Fas'alu al-zikri in kuntum la ta'lamun. That if you don't know, ask the person who is knowledgeable. Surah Nahl chapter 16 verse 43 and Surah Anbiya chapter 21 verse number 7. So there should be a striking balance. So if the infection has spread quite a lot and you think that opening the mosque will really cause many more people to be infected, not just being over precautious. So there should be a striking balance between the two. So those people who are not bothered about prevention and telling that we should have faith in Allah, they are wrong. And those people who are over precautious and closing it beforehand, even they are wrong. So we should not commit excesses in your religion. Allah says in the Quran, La taglu fi dinukum. Do not commit excesses in your religion. Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse number 171. So my view is that even if you take precautions, as I mentioned in my earlier answer, take precautions. You can take a sajjada, you can take a musalla, a prayer mat, wear a mask, hand sanitization can be done, do wudu at home, spend the least time in the mosque, go to the restroom in your house, don't shake hands, read the sunnah salah before the farad salah at home, after the farad salah sunnah at home. Take all these precautions and continue till you think it is possible. When you think it is really required to close, and then you close, I've got no objection. But don't be over precautious. And when the thing subsides, also open it as soon as possible. if you take precaution and proper guidance, having a proper session with the health authorities and the Islamic scholars in consultation and then taking the decision, it's correct. But just taking a decision to please the world or to please the other people or to say, no, I will continue praying, this is not Islamic. So don't commit excesses, follow the middle path.